I'm going to call next company. They're going to save the energy world. That's what they're looking for. Pilo, come here. Where are you? Wow, I love it. How are you?
Good, and you?
Good, good. You look happy. I like that. How's it going, brother? Good? All right, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You have 5 minutes. You ready?
We are.
Cool. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, we're Pilo. I'm Nicholas Topper. It's my second company. My first is still going strong. And this is Urbain, our CTO. He's just out of his PhD. And we're Pilo.cool, and we hope that you will rethink your energy. Let's explain what we're doing. So our first product, it's, hold on one second. It's that, yeah. Here it is. It's that battery. You shake it, and you will, just by shaking it, you're actually charging it. So it works in tiny devices such as a remote control. You can try it out in our booth. We're happy to demo it to you. I'll give it to the judges right now. And so while we were working with that product, we were thinking, what can we do with it? We had a lot of pre-orders, so we were able to launch a beta test program. And with that, we found out that we could, by tweaking the technology a little bit, we could fix a lot more compelling use cases than that, because it's working in remote. But imagine having a wireless mouse that you don't have to ever change. Just by moving it, you will actually charge it. Imagine your net thermostat where you never have to change any battery. That's what we want to do. And so we were thinking, okay, there is so many opportunities. What could we do? So we were thinking about that. And we asked our customers, and they were like, you know what we want? We want a cell phone. So we built it. This is a first rough prototype. It's very bulky. The real version, you will be able to put it in your pocket, right? Because right now it's not possible. But it's powered by a crank. And we were able to achieve good results with 1 second of cranking. You can get 10 seconds of voice. We had to rebuild the battery for that and to rebuild Android and to make it so that actually you can that you can have an energy dashboard inside Android. So this way you know how many voice minutes you can, how many calls you can make, how many sleep mode hours you have left, and when you need to charge. So we've turned away the system, so actually you can control your energy consumption because the battery system right now is not good enough. So we worked here. We've also made a more powerful crank. And last but not least, we've actually rebuilt a battery, and we're using something we invented that's called a super battery that has both the advantage of a super capacitor and of a battery. So the idea is whenever you crank it, you can use right now the energy, and that's not possible with the cell phone, the crank chargers that you might have seen, and that's really hard to use. Ours, you crank 1 second, you can do 10 seconds of call right now. And it's actually working. We'll show you that. Can somebody give us a call? And while somebody's calling, we'll actually show a video to show how that really works, if it's working. Yeah, it is working. Is it? Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, hello world.
Yeah, I can hear you.
How are you? Yeah.
Yeah, great, great. I can't really talk to you right now, but catch you later.
Okay. Bye.
So the cool thing here is that, the cool thing here is that it's working. And the other thing is we've actually turned around the cell phone paradigm in the sense that your cell phone is built for a high bandwidth environment, low autonomy, because if you look around you, you got a lot of electrical sockets around you, so there is no need for high autonomy. We've built it for people that have not a lot of access to electricity, and there are actually a lot of them, and they have low connectivity. So they have a cell phone coverage, but it's going to be more GPRS than 4G. And it turned out there are 3 to 5 billion in that case. And that's their buying power expanding, and they can actually spend money, and they all want a smartphone. So we're going to target initially rural Africa because it's actually places where the market figures looks good. They have They have not a lot of people have a a lot of people have a cell phone, but they're all trying to buy a smartphone right now, and we can target their price point, which is under $50. And at the same time, they don't have enough electricity, especially in the rural places, because this is not for a urban area. They need that, and they will, from what we've seen, they will buy it. And what else? Hold on. And so altogether, what we would like to do with Pilo is, well, if you think about it, you got a lot of very powerful energy harvesting technologies, and we want to build as many devices as we can. And because in 5 years, a lot of system will have a lot of your daily devices will have no batteries.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Also, thank you for the Prezi, guys. You guys rock.
Yeah, thank you.
JD.
Why a dog on your last slide?
Sorry?
Why a dog on your last slide?
Because it's the company mascot. It's called his Don Ramon.
I like your emerging markets idea. Makes a lot of sense. Have you talked to any manufacturers yet? Can you talk a little bit about that detail?
So yes, we can, but I can spend hours on that. So what would you like to know?
Quick. What's been the engagement with some of the handset manufacturers? Because clearly you need their buy-in, right? Because it's not just a peripheral, right? It's not just a sleeve. It's a sleeve, but you have to have your battery embedded into the device.
We have to
for it to work, right?
We have to, yeah. It's basic component that we can integrate, so we can source the component easily because they're very basic. And we can source also the integration. Where we're adding value is in the software layer, and where we're adding value is in one IC that we're building that we can make on custom.
So those conversations have already begun.
We're doing it. We've done. We're after the R&D stage, so we know that what we're doing is doable. So we're starting to execute on that plan, and we're also making sure that we know where we're going. So, for instance, in a few weeks, we're going to go there. Build. That's what we're doing right now. Is we're building a proof of concept cell phone. And we're going to make 100 of them, go there, sell them, see if they sell. And if they don't, then we might, if they don't sell, then we will have a different conversation.
Okay. I have two questions. First, you're targeting Africa. How is their ability to pay? You know, how much they pay or how much you believe they will pay? The other question is, there are quite a few companies in your area to try and do something with the battery consumption. There is one specific that I forgot its name that is able to charge the battery in 30 seconds. It's built from some cells, Alzheimer's cells, an Israeli company. I believe you heard about it.
Yeah, it's called StoreDot.
Yeah. How do you compare yourself to them? Is it a killer to your startup?
So the first question is how much do they pay? So in France, we have a lot of ties to this continent. Also, it's working. We're talking about Africa, but we can talk about India, Asia, Filipinos, a lot of places. And so first of all, what is their ability to pay? First of all, they're willing to pay more and more. So we're not looking now, we're looking in 10 years. This continent is expanding. So in 10 years down the road, they'll be able to pay more. And now they can pay $20 to $50, not easily. It's an investment for them, but they can do it. They can afford it. And in 5 years, they will be able to pay more. That's why Samsung, Nokia, they're all investing heavily there. About what you're saying, it's about your other part of your question about StoreDot. And well, a lot of mega corporation, a lot of governments, they're all pouring a lot of money into improving the battery system. We're doing something different. We're trying to remove the battery problem. So it's another way to look at the problem, because we cannot. We're a very tiny company. We're very scrappy on resources. So there is no way we can compete with the companies that raised $30 million, for instance.
You said the value is in the software layer. Can you give us some hints about what your software is doing exactly, or fixing or enabling?
I don't know if you've installed on your cell phone some battery saver or things that will extend the lifetime of your battery. So it's these kind of things. If you think about how Android is built or iOS, it's built to give you the information as fast as possible and to improve your experience as a user. Not to improve your battery life, not to improve the battery life autonomy. So that's what we're doing instead. So for instance, instead of checking your mail every second, we might do it every half an hour. Or If you look at the radio layer, that's a little bit technical. You want to the more you're in a rural area, actually the more power you're going to consume to connect to the GSM station because it's further away. So that's these kind of things where we can improve things a little bit.
My friend, we have a comment and a question from the audience. Whoa, excellent technology. But why a new phone? Why not helping me to charge my iPhone?
Because your iPhone is consuming too much. So right now we're not able to do it. I'd love to. And actually there is a Kickstarter project that is a crank charger as in a case, and that you can charge it. It's made a killing on Kickstarter. But it's still a crank charger, so you're going to have to do it for 5 to 10 minutes. We have to rework the system. We have to remove the battery. We have to rework the software. We have to add constraint to be able to do it. We have to go to do the whole stack. We cannot just do one tiny piece of the system. But we would love to do that. But Apple can call us, and we will be glad to work with you guys.
Cool. Question? What about internet? That's another question here.
Yeah, what about it?
Your phone will be able?
Of course, it's a smartphone.
It is a smartphone?
It is.
That's great. Let's do like Aircall did. Just give a phone for everybody here. Okay.
We can give it to the guy who called. We
to
can
the guy
give
who
one
called?
to the courageous man who called, yeah.
Okay. Why not in AA or AAA standard size?
Yeah, well, that's an AA standard, actually, that battery you're talking about.
Have you launched that form factor already?
Not yet either. We're just starting out. That's why we're here, because we'd like to raise money for to scale production, because building a production line for
How much do you want? Right now, who's going to give it to you? Go.
I don't know, $1 billion.
Oh, man, wrong answer. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.